Hello.
1141. Lincoln Button.
First Battle of Lincoln. The Anarchy. That's the name of the chapter. Left 16 minutes 54 seconds. That's how it beat it last time, I think. That's so long it took. Okay, the Empress Matilda made her move for the English throne, fueling the fire of the Civil War.
Restart mission button.
After England defeated the French at the Battle of Bremule, Normandy was back in King Henry's hands. But 1 year later, his good fortune turned to tragedy. In 1120, his son and heir William Adelin died in a shipwreck. The future of Henry I's kingdom was in jeopardy. Henry desperately needed a new heir. With no legitimate sons left alive, he broke with tradition and chose his daughter, Matilda. Henry forced his barons to swear an oath to accept Matilda as queen. But when the king died, they broke their promise. England would not be ruled by a woman. Matilda's cousin Stephen saw his chance and claimed the throne. The crisis moved to the capital. At Westminster Abbey, Stephen was crowned king, but Matilda wanted what was hers. She was also lining up powerful supporters who would fight Stephen for her right to rule. Their conflict engulfed England in civil war. Fighting raged throughout the land. In 1141, everything focused on one of the kingdom's most strategic cities, Lincoln. Matilda's allies had commandeered the castle. But King Stephen was determined to take it back. He besieged the castle. Stalemate. As dawn broke on February the 2nd, everything was about to change. Matilda's half-brother, Robert of Gloucester, raced to break the siege. As Robert's forces approached Lincoln, Stephen's army turned away from the castle to face them. Robert could win Matilda the crown, but only if his army could win the day.
Loading screen. Loading in progress.
Mission, First Battle of Lincoln. The castle of Lincoln was under siege. Inside, forces loyal to the Empress Matilda awaited relief from her half-brother, Robert of Gloucester. To break the siege, Robert would have to capture the king. Oh, that was for...
Robert of Gloucester's forces approached Lincoln. Their task, to liberate the castle from King Stephen's siege. While behind Lincoln's walls, troops loyal to Matilda held the castle for the Empress. First, Robert's forces would stage an ambush to prevent enemy reinforcements from joining with King Stephen's army.
Defeat the besieging forces, set up an ambush, move all units to the ambush site in the South Forest, set all units to stand ground. Yeah. That was weird. This one was set to stand ground site. Yeah.
Concealed themselves in a sheltered grove and lay in wait for the enemy.
Eliminate enemy reinforcements. New objective.
Pause menu opened. Resume
Yes.
button. Item 106.
Yeah. Okay.
Resume pause menu closed.
Eliminate the first column. used to have longbows at this point in history. We've done those things. Sure. I know they had it during the 100 Years' War, and they had them when they fought Britain on the side.
Here we have blood on Bal. It swears.
No, that was one.
Robert defeated the first column of Stephen's reinforcements, but he knew more were on the way.
It's for Fefines.
New objective: eliminate the second column. No.
Essa should be here. Tacketh uppe din armes. Beth not slew. Gap. It's to a sua fuetest. Essa should be here.
He can be found at the bow!
It's for a sua fuetest. Beyond this armes! Avoid it! Open it, Shania!
That does seem like the archers start to fight in the middle and they have to shoot. Awesome.
Pause menu open. Settings. Audio button. Item 6 of 8. Save button. Resume button. Pause menu closed.
With more of Stephen's reinforcements eliminated, Robert was steadily undermining the siege.
New objective: eliminate the final column. No.
Tacketh uppe din armes. And shanka forth on her. It's for Fefines. It will be Fefines. It's so a hessa aliata.
Pause menu open. Save game. Game name text box. Pause menu closed.
Tolkes. Jauk now hot comes next.
Do you get penalties for being attacked in the red bridge? Well, you know, charges against spearmen, if they are from the, if you attack them right back, I don't think they can reflect the charge back at you.
Robert's men decimated King Stephen's reinforcements and were poised to break the siege. Continuing the push towards Lincoln, Robert sent in a large company of reinforcements to aid his vanguard. To further weaken the siege, Robert would need to cut off Stephen's supplies. He targeted the nearby market town.
Intended, Freckles. Sue as they had.
Nice effect. Ooh, no.
That's sweet, yes. Foliende Hestes.
Coursery saddled, scouts at your ready.
Freckes Haken. Nu Hestes. Foliende Hestes.
He can be found at the foe! Polwende di Hesta.
Jeppe me abort.
Coursery
Actually, I'll sacrifice a scout per fight just so I can see enough. Ooh, no. Yeah.
Doende mi boy, Isibu. Heriente Hestes.
Benders is in the near me!
Like they seem to get focused now. Destroy the enemy mark town. 0 out of 5 those buildings. Not 5 towns, I think. I don't remember fighting 5 towns on this mission before. I've only done it once before, the other mission I've done twice before I played
cause, a large group of knights arrived at Lincoln to bolster Robert's army.
Ich habe gefunden the foe!
What's it? Oh, Castle Rock. We know.
With the market town in ruins, King Stephen's supplies began to dwindle. Robert received word that Welsh troops under Matilda's banner were en route to join forces with him. But King Stephen had the roads to Lincoln heavily guarded, and the route was not without risk, even for the hardy Welshmen.
Who stayed al Swith? Yes.
Scout me then this way.
Hestes kom. Intent on the botas, Vera. Glidande ne hurtas no one near Adal.
Think he's gonna crash? So, sure. It's fine. It's alright. It's fine. Thank you.
Pause menu. Save game. Game name text box. Pause menu closed. Pause menu opened. Resume button.
It's fine. Yeah.
Item 1 of 6. Resume button. Pause menu closed.
Who stayed Tulkas? It dwindle. Certes.
Nice can have this push.
Making their way to Lincoln, Matilda's Welsh allies were ambushed by the king's soldiers. Robert's men would need to aid the Welsh if they wanted their help in breaking the siege.
Hestes on the botas, Vera.
Greetings! Your day is numbered!
Joining forces on the road to Lincoln, Matilda's allied troops made for the castle to lift the siege.
Arthur Cretus! Yard!
Ishal Lady. Hestes cometh. Frekes I can do.
Scouter, you ready? Give me Hestus.
Who stayed Tulkas? Hestes. It dwindleth. Vera. Yet it's lived here. Ishal Lady. Forward Frekes. Mid Valvedes. Intended Frekes. Nu that. Come on. Look how be at the ready, Frekes. I'd been a word, Ferret. Ut readeth nu, Tulkas. Andente to serve. Frekes hak. Nu has sewer there. Nu, at mean a word. Ferret. Ut readeth nu, Tulkas. Forward Frekes. Mid Valvedes. Who stayed to Glidande ne hurteth nor never down. It is shall day. Forward Frekes.
Robert's forces spotted a large detachment of Stephen's soldiers guarding the castle gates. If they hoped to liberate Lincoln, they would need to break the blockade and rout the army.
Who said Tulkas?
Scout way, Hera Reader, Scoutess.
Frekes hak. Glidande ne hurteth no one near.
Ich habe gefunden this foe!
Robert's forces scattered the king's army, leaving the gates to the castle unguarded.
New objective. Enter Lincoln. Oh no.
needeth new, Tulkis.
No, that's the same information as the one that ambushes in Total War.
Robert's men finally united with Lincoln's garrison. They could now use the castle to strengthen their army. To lift the siege, they needed to destroy the enemy camps surrounding the castle.
Pause menu opened. Save game. Game name text box. Pause menu closed.
Nu, Tandente to serve. Look at you be at the ready, Freckes. We shall lay it down. We shall lay it down.
Wanna bring these guys as well? I'll keep it faster. Sure.
Forward, Freckes. Mid Valdenes. But me.
With a Schulichka!
Get the ready for his.
Alle Schwitze! Rika standen neer! Jeder ordning Vorplatz! Bären! Surbehet!
I'm just testing to see if the stakes are that interesting. They're actually not that interesting as for knights. They were swordsmen anyway. Because they're squishy, right?
Matilda's forces struck hard, destroying one of King Stephen's siege camps.
I actually used it instead of camp alone. No, but that don't take damage. Do damage, take damage. You're probably dead. Defeat the besieging forces, clear the western camp.
Stephen's army dwindled as Matilda's forces struck down another siege camp.
Clear the central camp, done. Clear the eastern camp, done.
And ten heriende hestes nu.
Okay, now we can bring the rest.
Bereth. Hier al Suiza, yes. Entendeth frek fuse tolkes. Hestes cometh. Freckes haken.
I believe I have more stuff this time than last time. There was barely anything on the walls then.
Suas ehet. Ontivotas fereth.
We still have some defenses, so it's fine.
Heriende.
Oh, they're attacking, awesome.
It can do. Hestes nu vaetas.
Oh, the scouts died, I believe. I had them in the group. Do you have them in control group too? Yeah. Okay.
Knight, keep that good fettle, Knightus.
Entend ontivotas fereth. Freckes haken. Nu hestes. Heriende hestes nu.
Pause menu opened. Resume button. Resume button. Pause menu closed.
The king's army was scattered, and those who didn't fall fled. King Stephen was spotted, shielded by his men. To end the siege, Matilda's forces needed to capture Stephen and rout his army.
New objective, capture King Stephen. No.
Luther, Commodore.
Shame that they don't have the range armor that they have in skirmish and swordsman. There's your zero now. That's like King Stephen. Yeah, 5-5 or nice, but it's a real best with it, right? Is that what that? No, I don't that. Yeah, I got a bit cocky. I did a minus instead. No. Well, we'll learn something important. It's fine. So there's one story anyway.
Matilda's men closed in and finally captured King Stephen. Matilda's forces had won the battle at Lincoln. But the fight for the crown was not over yet.
Mission, First Battle of Lincoln. Matilda's forces ended the siege and took King Stephen prisoner, but Matilda was far from the end of her quest for the English crown.
Quit campaign, yes button. Single player page.
Kan vi det så?